When I was first assigned the Toyota Yaris, I was a little disappointed. For one, it's a small subcompact and it's Toyota. I have been anti-Toyota for years, but guess what? I was thoroughly surprised. In fact, I was surprised about how it handles, how it zips around town, and of course the tech inside. And you know what? This looks good. This is the SE model. And I realized in being in this car, getting from A to B doesn't feel like a chore. In fact, it feels like the first time I got my driver's license. Zipping around town, having a small little car, having a lot of freedom, the Yaris is something new to try out. All right, here's the breakdown. This is what's underneath the hood. A 1.5 liter, 4-cylinder, 16-valve VVTi engine. Transmissions available are 5-speed manual or 4-speed automatic. The Yaris makes 106 horsepower at 6,000 RPM. Torque, 103 pound-foot at 4,200 RPM. 0 to 60 in 8.8 seconds. Miles per gallon, 30 in the city, 38 on the highway, and a combined 32 mpgs. And last but not least, price. The Toyota Yaris starts at $14,875. When it comes to the audio tech inside the Yaris, standard models such as the L and the LE have an AM/FM CD player with MP3 WMA playback capability and an MP3 sound enhancement, as well as 6 speakers, HD radio, an auxiliary jack, a USB port with iPod connectivity. Now added to the SE is auto sound leveling, hands-free phone capability, phone book access, and music streaming via Bluetooth wireless technology and iPod interface. When it comes to safety within the Yaris, there are 9 airbags in the Star Safety System, which includes enhanced vehicle stability control, traction control, an anti-lock braking system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, and smart stop technology. Believe it or not, the Yaris is one of the quickest cars in its class without the turbo. It's got a nice lightweight curb weight. It's about 2,375 pounds, which makes it easy when it comes to maneuvering and taking corners. The steering in the Yaris is pretty responsive. It's power electric steering, so it makes it very easy to take corners and turns. Great handling, not more than it really needs to be for an A to B car. On the SE, it's a little more advanced, a little more sports tuned, but it's just right. So when I first got into the Yaris, I didn't have many expectations, but in fact I was actually surprised. But I'll tell you something, this vehicle is not really made for 6-footers. It feels a little cramped if you got long legs. I personally, I'm not extremely comfortable in this vehicle, despite the seat adjustments, but for someone who's a little smaller in height, this might be the right ride for you. Another thing is, at 106 horsepower, it's not really that fast of a vehicle, but it actually is pretty zippy. And the fact that it sits low and you can feel the road at the same time with responsive steering, it's nice to get around. Zipping in and out of lanes, easy. Even though the radio system seems sort of old school, it still does the trick. It's very basic. So placing calls, listening to music, connecting with people, it's been a lot of fun and very easy. Sounds great too. The one thing I sort of miss is an armrest. Isn't one in the center, but you have a plethora of coffee cup holders. So if ever you had 5 people in this vehicle, everyone's got a drink, you've got space to make people comfortable, truly speaking, when it comes to putting down their coffee. Getting around from A to B in the Toyota Yaris has actually been pretty fun. I'm still not a big Toyota fan, but I've got to give this little zipper kudos. It's about overall value, reliability, affordability, as well as good tech. It's been fun. In a class where people are looking to redefine basic, the Toyota Yaris is something definitely worth looking at. In fact, have a look at it now. It brings basic to a whole new level.